Well, hello, hello. It is Sarah on Saturday. Isn't this fun? Oh my God. And you thought you had a boring life. Well, you're just getting extra videos because, like, here I am.
And my hair is like I'm 5 years old with a little clippy in it. Haha.
Anyway, one of our great gals here in the community asked that I do a video on the letter G, beginning with gratitude. And that's a great word to have, isn't it? So, gratitude is the kickoff, the letter G, and I'm so glad she suggested it. Oh, by the way, you have your cuppa? And oh, by the way, my name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with the Carnivore Lifestyle. And so here we're making do with what we've got. I I don't tend to have a lot of news these days. I listen to probably a lot of the same videos, YouTube's, etc., TV, etc., as y'all do, and just hoping for hearing things that are comforting and so forth. So, yep, she sent me an email saying, "Can you do the letter G, beginning with gratitude?" And if you're able to be here and watching this, then perhaps you are one of the lucky ones, like so far I am, and taking care of ourselves and doing the best that we can to not catch the virus. And maybe we're all asymptomatic, or maybe we've had lighter cases. I've heard that the virus doesn't like sugar. I've heard that the virus um, doesn't respond to oil of oregano, which I take daily, and it just keeps me, I guess, it's good for viruses. I've done it before in the past when I used to have asthma really bad. Now I have not wanting COVID-19 and not, I don't have asthma like I used to, but I do have allergies a little bit heavy right now. The pollen count must be heavy. So this is going to be part one of at least two parts of the letter G. I had no idea that there are so many G's that we could talk about here today. So gratitude, I'm definitely grateful for my community. It gives me a purpose to come on here and do a video and talk about things, injecting a little bit of Sarah's type of humor when I can, and whimsy. I think we need that, and I'm just grateful. I go to bed grateful. I wake up. My sleep has been phenomenal. If there's a good side effect from being quarantined, it is definitely solid slumber has definitely increased, and it makes me wonder because I used to set my alarm at 3 a.m. to get up to do Uber and Lyft, and maybe if we have a summer here in Cape Cod, I will do that. But yeah, I last night I went to bed at 6 and I got up at 4:30 today. So good solid sleep. I like it, and that part I will definitely want to continue. So one of the things that I'm grateful for is my belief in a higher power. I do call him God. It just makes it easier, and I'm sure he's busy with all of the needs of all of us in the world. But I do express my gratitude to him daily. And when I saw the lines and lines and lines of people in line for food in the United States in the hot, beating sun, it's like this can't be happening to us. People have absolutely no food, and they're waiting in this line, socially distanced, for food. This is tough stuff, and I'm grateful that I'm not doing that today, and I definitely have asked God to provide food for everybody. Yep, don't touch your face. How many times do I have to tell you? I think I'm feeling a beard coming in. That's why I was just feeling it. I'm grateful to Greg, who is solid as a rock. And, you know, he isn't interested in most of this. And so he just keeps doing what he does, which is lots of projects around the house. He does have work that involves only him, so he's not around anybody, which is good. And so I'm grateful for that. I always loved the word gaggle and the phrase gaggle of geese, and that's, aren't we just a gaggle of geese? So gastrointestinal, that is what got me to carnivore, having tummy issues that I never had before. That's why it's so weird. It's like today I'm eating a big A salad. No, not today. I mean, one day I'm eating a big A salad, and then I began getting these special effects from it, and I have to end up giving up the big A salad. But what I did was I tapered it down. Instead of having a couple of 100 grams of lettuce, baby romaine was my favorite from Olivia's lettuce. You know, I just cut it down, and kept getting the effects. So I guess when game was over, that was what happened. And so it just kind of led me to carnivore. You know, Mike, one of my nearest and dearest in this community from Carnomad, you know, he was well into his carnivore at that point, and I was like supporting him. Why not? You know, and I was listening to people that did carnivore. Why not? But at that point, I was still holding on tight. I gave up the salads, and then I was just down to my little Brussels sprouts. I had like maybe one or two every Sunday from the big green egg, and then they stopped working too. So I guess my gastrointestinal system, my gut, told me, game over, girly. Yeah, so girly. Ooh, girly. I didn't even have that written down. Gorgeous, you're all gorgeous. And I love the transformation pictures. They're just wonderful to see. I was always pretty sly with having my picture taken, never liked it anyway. So I'm really proud of those of you that would have in your full glory, before pictures, having them taken and then being able to technically figure out how to post them. Yeah, there's just so many things I'm not good at. I think one of the things that I like the best about being older is that I think that I feel a lot more comfortable being genuine, being the real deal, allowing that genuineness to just come out. If you were sitting next to me or you stopped into my house like Deb did a couple of days ago, you'd see that I'm as genuine off air as I am on air. It's like I don't know how to be anything else but the real deal. I'm more contained when I'm at the police department because they really don't know me and they're kind of like, you know, cops. So they don't really know who I am. But I'm genuine if any of them wanted to engage me in a little snappy dialogue, but most of them look at me like I'm their grandmother, and why am I there anyway? True. Genius. I think that how we get to where we are is pure genius. You know, it's like, first of all, you know, where were you like 10 years ago? Would you even have dreamed of eating an all animal product diet and found out more about it on YouTube? Absolutely not. And so little by slowly, we all became a genius in our own way with our evolving and getting into, you know, the plan that we do mostly here online because our community would be appalled. What? You're 74 years old and you eat only meat? Are you daffy? I'm going to tell my brother about this, and he and I are going to visit you, right? For some reason, I guess I didn't have a problem talking about being keto, but being carnivore just seems to still, have people going, huh? And I don't even talk to people about it. But then I'm so socially distanced from anybody except here online with you guys. So I'm definitely with the choir when it comes to talking about that. Gentle. Um, Hopefully your path to getting here has been gentle and thoughtful, and whenever you've made a change, it's had a gentle effect on your body, on your gut, on your head, and it's been your choice. There's nothing that's forced on us here, and so we can go as we please and learn a lot about ourselves by being gentle on our bodies. Gentle, if some of us have a slip, a cheat, a treat, we're gentle with ourselves. The head and the addict, the carb, sugar, addict can be quite persuasive, and sometimes we give into it and find ourselves, well, that's a fine mess you've gotten me into, Ollie. And so with that, we face our consequences, not even knowing that there could be consequences. And sometimes we don't even care if there's consequences, because our addict, who I call Ms. Slick, is so pervasive that it's like, I'm doing this and I don't care about how I feel later. I simply have to have this. And so it doesn't work out for most of us when we do it. But what we don't do is be ungentle with each other when it does happen, right? Green. I love the word green. I like to keep my my journey into carnivore like I keep my journey into sobriety green, meaning I never forget where I came from. I think it's very important to be green. I think some of us that cheat and treat may have had green moments. The food hangover, where your gills are green and it's right. So being green helps a lot. I love my big green egg, as I mentioned previously, which is the way that we cook and smoke our food on Sundays. And it's also green and gray are my favorite colors. So that's kind of fun. I have a G and a G. When I redid that cottage, wow, 3 years ago, that went fast. And I still have the same tenant, so that's nice. When I redid that cottage, it was all in grays. It was the same paint throughout. It has 500 square feet. So all the walls were green with wainscoting. It's kind of nice. And I see that with a lot of colors, with people decorating, that gray is a big color. My bedroom has gray stuff in it, but the walls are geranium colored. The geranium, that's the name from Home Depot Bear paints. But it's like the geranium pots, those clay pots. But it's called geranium. Another G. Don't you love that? So I'm going to stop here because I'm up to 14 minutes already with glowing. And some of you may have noticed that you glow more, that this program just makes you feel vibrant and glowing. And maybe people have told you that your skin is more glowing. What is it? What is it about you that's different? Well, it's that glow, that being finally connected. It's like a match. It's like, a dating match. It's like you're finally matched up with something that suits your human body. And like that movie, The Perfect Human Diet, that I watched on Prime. And so it gives you a glow. Of course, sun helps too, for me. That is unmistakable. It's a genuine glow because you're eating what agrees with your body, what your body has been begging for all this time. Isn't that funny? Like all this time. And I kept doing just smaller portions of the standard American diet, thinking that that would be what worked. Of course, it didn't. So enjoy your glow, and I will see you with part 2 of the G word. Thank you so much. This is to the person that suggested it. Thank you so much. You know I love you. To the moon and back, to the West Coast and back. And so I will see you here next time with more of the G word. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.